got something to show you. Hang on one second. Okay, hey. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. It's 2024. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Brian Stevens, if you don't know that already. Anyway, so I have something that I want to show you today. But before I show it to you, we need to talk about something. So let me get something for you here. So check this out. About, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, I bought this acoustic guitar for myself. This is an Epiphone AJ200S. It is just a straight up acoustic guitar. Doesn't have any electronics in it. And I really just got this as a knock-around guitar under the pretenses that I was going to learn how to play guitar. Well, fast forward a decade, I learned a few chords here, a little bit there, but not really enough to really play even a whole song. And around about the middle of this year, I decided I was going to commit 15 minutes, 5 days a week to try and finally learn how to play guitar just passably well. And so I restrung this bad boy here, dusted it off a little bit. It's gotten a little bit of love and a little bit of play. It's great on a singer-songwriter session if we just need something to play a little bit and knock around a little bit here in the control room. And it's been great. It's a great sounding guitar for the $300 that I spent. I mean, it's nice and balanced. For a knock-around guitar, just to learn on, it's been an excellent instrument. I told myself that if I didn't learn to play guitar on a $300 guitar, there was no reason to spend a whole lot of money on an expensive guitar. I had plenty to learn on here. If I was going to learn, I'm going to learn on this. Well, it's been about 6 months, and I promised myself when I could learn all the chords for one song, that if need be, I would see about upgrading this guitar. And that's what we're doing today. That's what's in that box. But again, before I show it to you, one of my other incentives to start learning guitar, if you've seen this other video on my channel, you already know, around the same time I started with my video lessons and practicing guitar, I bought this really nice Sire Telecaster. It's a Larry Carlton signature model Telecaster. And so this was the other carrot to learn to play guitar. So between spending time on that beginner acoustic guitar and spending some time on a really nice professional level instrument. This thing is a professional level instrument, despite what the price is. If you haven't seen this video, just go right there. There's a whole unboxing video that I did 6 months ago before I could play even a single chord fairly well. This is a great guitar. Every guitarist that has come through this studio to do sessions has picked it up and has loved it. We've used it on a few recordings, and it's been super fun to play. So, since I met that goal of being able to play one song fairly well and be consistent with my practice, in this box, we're going to unbox my reward for 6 months of hard work. So let's check this out. Now, I was a little nervous about this because I've never bought a product like this sight unseen. So, the experience of this is a little nerve-wracking. A whole lot of packing to keep this thing safe. Oh, I probably could have just taken it out of the box altogether. You know what? Let's just rip into this thing. There we go. So this is just the outer box. There we go. That's what I need to do. Are you still watching? Yeah, get the rest of this out. All right, cool. So there goes the outer box. And what we have here is a Sire S4 Larry Carlton's signature acoustic Dreadnought guitar. Now, the thing that's interesting about this guitar is the price. Again, I didn't spend all that much money for the last guitar that I had. I probably should have brought a knife to this. A knife to this gunfight. I really didn't think that I needed to spend a whole lot of money at first just on an instrument that I was going to learn on. Or not. It's sort of sometimes like the gym. You know how people, it's January, so you know how people will get their gym membership going, and they go for a month, and they knock off going to the gym, and then they let that membership keep getting paid every single month, $10 or $20 a month, for sometimes years, and never go back to the gym. It's kind of that guitar. That guitar was my gem of sorts. So, man, this is cool. So, this came from Sweetwater. This is not a sponsored video. I have to say that. I spent my own money on this guitar. So this is not a sponsored video. If all goes well, I'm going to recommend that you get one of these from Sweetwater. If it doesn't go well, I've had enough dealings with them in the past that if you don't like something, if you're not satisfied, they're very good about making sure to make it right. So anyway, one of the first things I see, it looks like there's a truss rod adjustment, little truss rod adjustment bar, and it looks like a piece of a pick guard. So maybe if you want to add an additional pick guard to the front of this guitar, you can have that. It's packed really well. Now they have a 55-point inspection that they do on all their guitars, and that's the only thing that really made me comfortable with buying an acoustic guitar in this this way, mail order. Something sight unseen that I've never played. Other than videos online, I had never even, oh wow, look at that. I had never even heard one of these in person. The first inspector here looks like Eric W. Thank you, Eric W., for your work on this. And it looks like an Angela S. was the final inspector. And so right out of the gate, this is an absolutely beautiful guitar. It is a huge step up from what I have been playing. Just the feel of the neck, the weight and the balance of the body. It's really nice. The appointments, I learned that word as I've been learning to play guitar. The appointments, the different features that are on this guitar are really, really nice. The fret work that they've done is really nice. They roll the edges of the frets on all their guitars, so you don't have any burrs sticking out. And I haven't really run my hand on here, but it feels kind of like part of what they don't really roll the frets on these cheaper Epiphones. Let's tune this thing up and let's see how it sounds. I mean, that's ultimately the two things that are most important. How does it sound and how does it feel? So let's tune this thing up.
A few minutes later.
And we'll say, even before I play this guitar, that the tuners feel really good. The tuners on that cheaper Epiphone, not the smoothest tuners in the world. These feel really, really smooth. They feel more like a real expensive guitar. Sitting here with it in my lap, it feels great. It does come with some electronics, and I believe there's a pickup as well as a microphone in here, so there's an adjustment for that. There's a volume, and there's some sort of tone adjustment as well here on the top. I really don't plan on using, at least at this point, using the electronics very much. It really is just an extra bonus. Maybe if I learn to play more than one song, I'll play this thing out in front of people. But really, it really is just an added bonus for me at this point. So let's play old G chord and see what happens. Now, the one thing I'll say just immediately out of the gate, knowing that other guitar as much as I played it the last 6 months, this is a much mellower, rounder, warmer sound. That one's definitely got a much brighter sound to it. Now, part of it could be the strings. I'm not really sure what kind of strings they put on here, and I'm going to play these strings until they start to go out a little. And I'll put my usual D'Addario strings that I like to use on there. But that's a great sounding guitar. It's nice and balanced. You know, I hear all the notes. One thing I noticed, the higher notes on this guitar are a lot smoother and not quite as bright as on the cheaper Epiphone. To me, this sounds like a played-in kind of guitar. I would pick up at a friend's house that is a guitar player, that's had a guitar for a long, long time and has really played that guitar a whole bunch. Just nice and rich. It's just a really rich sounding guitar. And keep in mind, I'm not a guitar player. I'm a drummer who's learning how to play guitar. This is a really, really nice guitar. I'm really happy with this purchase. One of the things that I immediately notice is that the action on this guitar is a lot lower. Now keep in mind, I'll probably have someone set this up. But just right out of the box, the action is lower than what I'm used to on the cheaper guitar. And it's just a much more comfortable feel in the hand. I think this is going to be a great sounding guitar once we put a mic on it and record this thing. It feels really, really nice. Feels like a lot more expensive guitar than $500. Overall, I'm super happy with this. Hopefully, you got everything you need out of seeing this, and as you can tell, unlike my last unboxing video, I actually know a couple of chords now that I can play, and if I get lucky, I can put them all together and sort of play a song. I'm not gonna do that right now, but give me another 6 months, and we'll see about playing a song for you. For now, just kind of have to be happy with that. Anyway, I love this guitar. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that this video encourages you to check out the Sire S4 Dreadnought style Larry Carlton signature acoustic guitar. I'm really happy with this purchase. I really think that over time this guitar, it seems like it's gonna mellow in real nice. It already sounds played in. Pick one up at sweetwater.com. Again, this is not a paid video, not a sponsored video. My $500 is paying for this guitar, and I'm happy with the experience. Overall, it's been wonderful, awesome. So 6 months from now, let's meet back here, and I'll actually play a song for you. All right. Thanks so much. If you like all the content you're getting on this channel, make sure that you subscribe, hit that button, ring the bell so you get notifications. And just know that, man, I really appreciate everyone that watches these videos and leaves a comment below. And until next time, be super awesome to yourself. Be awesome to everybody that you meet. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you.